Comedian Ari Shafir is under fire after his attempt to troll all of us Kobe fans that are in mourning still. He tweeted some shit that sparked a lot of hatred. The New York Comedy Club canceled a performance by Shafir due to the club receiving death threats. Hours after TMZ's announcing of Kobe Bryant's death, Shafir tweeted, "Kobe Bryant died 23 years too late. He got away with rape because all of the Hollywood liberals who attack comedy enjoy rooting for the Lakers more than they dislike rape. Big ups to the hero who forgot to gas up his chopper." He also hopped on an Instagram video post stating, "A guy who got away with rape got his today." Shafir then tried to claim that his accounts were hacked, but as of late apologized for his tweet and video. Problem is, it's hard to determine whether his apology is sincere or not, considering when NBA Commissioner David Stern passed away, Shafir tweeted that Stern was in the room during Bryant's alleged sexual assault. What gets me is take a look at what's in the books. Everything in public record at this is public record at this point. The alleged rape happened in 2003. The 19-year-old woman refused to testify and stand, so the case was thrown out. Later, she admitted it was not rape, it was consensual. She had bruising around her neck and chest because Kobe had his big-ass hands wrapped around her neck while he was railing her from behind. And how much more consent would you need to have when she was kissing on his neck and had her hands wrapped around his cock? Kobe told investigators that she was more than capable to say no, because when he was ready to nut, he asked, "Can I come on your face?" And she said, wait for it, no. Now, I don't know about 2020, but what were the standards back in 2003? What made it consensual? I mean, me personally, if a woman has her hands around my penis and she's kissing me on the neck, she's consenting to want to have sex. How much more consent do you need at that point? If I'm not the one touching you and you're the one touching me, and you got your lips locked on my neck, and you literally got my dick pulled out and just start stroking the mushroom head, yeah, that's consent. Real talk.
最近的双击是越来越少了，是不是我不够拼？今天对自己狠点儿。
这都尴尬了，看到评论我都不吃，今天我非把它倒了不行。这我放了一晚上，咋这那么长着呢？这是，哈哈，太尴尬了。晃给！
这太黑了吧？这是非洲来的吧？我一点都不喜欢吃这个，但是你们老让我吃，我就再给你们吃一次啊！
Now for more local news here in the Coachella Valley. In Rancho Mirage, In-N-Out's legal team drops its defense of the lawsuit by Rancho Mirage citizens and Save Rancho Mirage. In-N-Out, with their fine-ass CEO Lindsay Snyder, opted to drop its defense for the lawsuit and terminate the development agreement with the city of Rancho Mirage. The lawsuit filed by the organization made up of mostly elderly Rancho Mirage transplants with nothing else to fucking do, Save Rancho Mirage, filed on behalf of the residents of Rancho Mirage, mostly senior citizens with no regards for the future because they won't live that long, claiming the city violated the California Environmental Quality Act by illegally claiming an exemption, which in turn illegally changes the zoning for the proposed site. A shopping center across the street from an even bigger shopping center filled with a lot of empty commercial space and storefronts. Most of the people that generate the most money in Rancho Mirage and all of these more affluent desert cities aren't even here 6 to 9 months out of the year. Terminating the development agreement also rescinds and repeals the city's approvals related to the project's land use entitlements. This does not mean In-N-Out will not be in Rancho Mirage. After all, the city council voted 4-0 in favor of In-N-Out, but because when the city of Rancho Mirage was incorporated in 1973, apparently their 3,000 residents created a lot of stupid ordinances like the prohibition of fast food restaurants from being built in shopping centers like the one that In-N-Out was supposed to be. Never mind that there is a Five Guys across the street, and in the same shopping center they had a Baja Fresh for God knows how long. Not to mention Starbucks serves fast food, but I digress. In-N-Out worked with the Planning Commission on a conditional use permit to alter that ordinance, which was the reason Save Rancho Mirage filed the lawsuit. The project is in direct contravention to the city's own general plan and zoning requirements, according to Save Rancho Mirage. You people are so concerned about the environment, but the desert European car dealerships keep expanding. How many more Bugattis, Lamborghinis, Bentleys, and Porsches have to emit their toxins in the air before you slap them with an environmental protest and lawsuit? Difference is, there may be a few hundreds of you who would be catered at the dealership, but thousands can be catered to at In-N-Out. Meanwhile, we have the homeless population overflowing from Palm Springs into Rancho Mirage, but y'all are protected by your gated communities and armed guards. Especially you fucktards at Thunderbird Estates, Thunderbird Heights, Thunderbird Villas, and Thunderbird Greens with your white supremacist history. Not to mention the 2 trailer parks side by side in Rancho Mirage. Should I touch on how bad those 2 make your city look? Y'all need to let successful businesses thrive in Rancho Mirage. In-N-Out is bulletproof, it's recession-proof, and it sure as fuck is boomer-proof. In-N-Out will be able to stay even after you people die off. It's been proven since 1948. A lot of y'all were in college or moving out from out here from the Midwest and Canada. Hell, a lot of y'all were Dust Bowl migrants and not native at all to California. But 1948, again, it's been proven that In-N-Out is bulletproof, recession-proof, and old people-proof since 1948. Real talk.
And this evening, we're hearing from the convenience store clerk who fought back when armed robbers came into his store.
And he managed to grab a gun and fire off a lethal shot. KPIX 5 Susie Steinwell is live in Bay Point with the video that shows how it all happened. And Susie, we may want to warn our viewers, some may find it hard to watch.
It is disturbing video, Juliet, but it really does show you exactly what happened here last night. That's when 2 armed robbers came into the Cam's Market here looking for cash at the register. One got away, the other died just steps from where we're standing right now, and we talked to the clerk who fought for his life. It all happened within a matter of seconds. You can see two masked robbers run into Cam's Market in Bay Point as the clerk is closing up for the night. One suspect hurdles over the counter, gun in hand, and pistol whips the clerk, knocking him to the ground. He grabs as much money as he can from the register. The clerk composes himself, and holding his bleeding head, he reaches for a handgun in a drawer next to the register. There's another struggle, but the clerk fires one shot as the suspects sprint out of the store. The attacker died just outside. His accomplice is still at large.
I was actually right here when it first started.
Mark Kasperwicz is the clerk you just saw in that video. He walked us through his harrowing experience and explains how he had the composure to grab the gun in the drawer.
Just instinct. I managed to get an arm free and instinct kicked in.
Mark is an Air Force veteran and a private security guard. He says he fired one single shot after he says he heard one of the suspects fire at him.
By instinct, I just raised the weapon up and fired one shot.
The sign inside says it all. Trespassers be warned. Violators will be shot. Survivors will be shot again. Mark is unemotional about what he describes as self-defense and says he feels lucky to have survived.
At this point, I'm just really thankful that I'm alive, my co-workers alive.
Mark describes this to us as a very clear case of self-defense. And coming up at 6, we talk with KPIX5 legal analyst Paul Henderson exactly how self-defense would apply to a case like this. Juliet?
Yeah, exactly. What is that line? Well, what are investigators saying at this point?
And that's a question, Juliet, that we've been asking all day. We've reached out to the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Department, who is handling this case. We have yet to hear back on any details. Of course, if we do hear back, we'll bring you that later on this evening. But for now, not much from the Sheriff's Office.
All right, Susie Steinmull with that live report. Susie, thank you.
Well, this is Manny and Young coming in combination with Janelle Phillips.
Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa Bryant, has been with the famous athlete since 2002. And while Kobe's face is plastered on countless television screens and magazine covers, Vanessa rarely gives interviews. So, what is there to know about her? Here's the untold truth of Kobe Bryant's wife. As a senior at Marina High School, news that Vanessa Bryant was dating one of the LA Lakers star players sent shockwaves through the campus. According to the Los Angeles Times, a television helicopter was seen flying over the school in an attempt to capture images of the then high school student and her A-list beau. Her grandfather, Robert Lane, told the newspaper that Vanessa skipped out on her prom and had to finish her education through homeschooling, quote, because of the notoriety. In a quest to gather up more information on the brunette teen who had captured Kobe's heart, the Times even interviewed some of her classmates, who said the buzz around campus was that Kobe was sending flowers and other gifts to one of their classmates.
I see the lovely young ladies that I haven't even met yet. Vanessa. Hi.
Some chatter from harmless teens was nothing. Once Vanessa and Kobe decided to get married, that's when their lives really got flipped upside down. Vanessa was only 18 years old at the time of their wedding, while Kobe was 22. They were young, and as such, many people probably thought that they were doomed from the start. But Vanessa and Kobe proved to the world that they were serious about the lifelong commitment they were choosing to embark on. As the wife of a basketball legend, Vanessa Bryant was reportedly treated like royalty around the Lakers arena at the Staples Center. During a revealing interview with The Cut in 2012, When Kobe Bryant was still on the Lakers roster, Vanessa noted that she enjoyed elite access around the venue that other players' wives weren't blessed with. In particular, the tunnel where the team would enter and exit the basketball court is typically off limits for most significant others. But not Vanessa. Vanessa said she was granted access because she didn't like giving Kobe a smooch after his games in front of all the cameras. So she was allowed to hide out in the tunnel to get away from the cameras. Kobe and Vanessa Bryant brought 4 beautiful daughters into this world, with their last kiddo, Capri, arriving in June 2019. Some fans might have assumed the couple was done with having children, but Kobe left the door open for having another in a March 2019 interview with Extra. He told the outlet, quote, "I think she wants a boy more than I do."
She was like, listen, you gotta see if you can hit a clutch shot, right? Like you give me all girls to see if you can bring a boy.
Kobe was clearly in awe of Vanessa as a mom. He wrote to his wife on Mother's Day 2019, "We love you and thank you for all that you do for our family. You are the foundation of all that we hold dear." Just 18 days before Kobe Bryant's tragic death in a helicopter crash, he stopped by the All the Smoke podcast to chat about his career and personal life. When asked about how he kept his marriage strong throughout the couple's ups and downs, Kobe boiled it down to 2 important components.
Just commitment and competitiveness of we are going to succeed.
The dad of 4 did hint that there were occasional rough patches in his relationship with Vanessa, but nothing out of the ordinary.
That's also the beauty of it, and having the persistence and the determination to work through things. Very, very tough things, and we've been able to do that.
As an example, Kobe spoke about much older couples that he's met who still occasionally have disagreements in their 80s, but they stay together anyway.
One at a time, the guy goes, "Yeah, it's great, but I mean, she just kicked me out of the bed last night. I was sleeping on the couch last 2 nights." I'm like, it don't change, man.
The bottom line, Vanessa and Kobe were committed to their marriage. As the tragic news emerged about Kobe and Gianna Gigi Bryant's death on January 26, 2020, supporters took to social media to express their love for Vanessa Bryant. Writer and critic Rebecca Shuri tweeted, "I can't stop thinking about Vanessa Bryant, who was with Kobe longer than she was without him in her life, who has an infant child and 2 other young daughters, and who will have to bear this memory anew when each remaining daughter tries to reconcile this tragedy." Singer Sierra said, praying for Vanessa and the Bryant family at this sad and difficult time. "It's unfathomable what Vanessa is going through at the moment, but it's obvious she'll have a huge team of supporters to see her through these difficult times."